Hi, I'm Cassandra Bodzak, and we are live from my hotel room here in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I'm here hosting an event, and so I thought I would share with you some of my budget-friendly tips for how to make your hotel room your Zen den. So I have a video on my channel right now that's all about little ways you can make your home your Zen den. That's very popular. And so I wanted to share some of the things I do when I travel a lot. Those of you that follow me know that I am always on the go. And so for me, it's really important to make my hotel room my own and bring the things that make me feel at home and just make things a little bit more sacred and spiritual for me. So let's go. Let's dive in. First things first, this is, I don't know if you guys can see it. So this is this epic, awesome, it's like a yoga carpet, right? As you can see, I had it all nicely folded up. Boom, boom. And I love this, one, because it travels super easily. And I can use it as a meditation mat, a yoga mat, a workout mat. I put it on the floor. It kind of gives me that meditation space. And one of the things I talk to a lot of my clients about is that it's so important to have some space in your home, in your office, in a spare room, wherever it is, even if it's a little corner that feels like the place where you go to journal, where you go to meditate, where you go to do your yoga, right? And I believe the same thing in a hotel room. So a hotel room is a lot smaller, but just having that yoga mat, even if it's at the foot of the bed or on the little side corner here by the windows, is usually my preference. So I get that beautiful morning light coming in. It sets that stage and also makes it just a special part, right? If you're anything like me, the desk in your hotel room you use for work, the bed in your hotel room you use for sleeping or reading or whatnot, and to have that special place where you can go and meditate. Speaking of meditate, so I always bring with me a little Palo Santo. And also I just wanted to mention, so that is something, I actually bought that pretty affordably. I think it was $30. You can get it on Amazon, Walmart, Target. You can get these cloth yoga mats. I like the cloth because they're really easy to pack in your suitcase. They also have really thin foldable yoga mats if you'd like one of those. Another great thing you can do is you can repurpose an old beach towel that maybe is worn or has seen better days. You can use that beach towel as your hotel mat, or go to a secondhand thrift shop and find an older kind of blanket or whatnot that you can repurpose as that space. For me, just like finding the colors and the textures that you really like is so important. So find something that really feels like you, right? Okay, I don't want to miss that. So another really affordable thing you can do that you can bring with you anywhere is some Palo Santo. If you like sage, they even have, oops, I just dropped it. But I'll get it later. You guys get the drift. Probably know what Palo Santo is if you're watching this channel. They also have really great, which I love for traveling, is the spray. So they have a spray if you don't want to light something on fire in your hotel room, if you're worried that maybe your hotel room won't have a window that you can open or something like that. You can get these great sprays, and I would say the Palo Santo, the actual wood, is way more affordable, but the spray, sometimes if you prefer that, totally cool too. Along that line, I always bring a little candle. So I always bring something either in glass or, I don't know if this is ceramics. So it's super safe. It's just small, as you can see by its size next to my hand. This happens to be a Lalabo candle that I really love, that is just my favorite scent in the world, because for me, finding a candle, and you can get any candle, like I said, feel free to look at the clearance racks on, in Target or that's what I get for smelling my candle so close, right? But I love a good scented candle. What can I say, Find a scent that you love. So often when you're traveling and you go to hotel rooms, you walk in and the hotel room scent is the first thing that makes you feel like you're not at home, right? In this particular hotel room when I got here, I just remember the scent feeling, I just was instantly not into it. So lighting the candle, as a dual purpose. One, it helps make the, the hotel room smell like you, or smell like an aroma that you feel called to. It's also really beautiful for those sacred times. So I like to intentionally light my candle at night when if I'm doing my before bed meditation, or I'm pulling some tarot cards, or I'm journaling, or again in the morning right before my meditation practice. I put my candle on my yoga mat after I've clearing the air with my Palo Santo, and it helps me get into the ritual and the sacredness no matter where I am in the world. And it's super small, easy to travel with. Okay, another great little travel tip. So bring your favorite crystal with you. You don't need to bring a ton, just bring one that you feel called for. Before I go on a trip, something I love to do, if you already have crystals, is this is not something you need to buy. You just look at your current crystal collection and see what you feel called to bring with you on this journey, what you're going to need, what's going to help balance you. And you can hold this during meditation. Sometimes it's nice to even just have this on your bedside table to make it feel a little bit more like home. Like, again, create that Zen Den atmosphere in your hotel room. Or I also always put it next to my candle on the front of my yoga mat to kind of set a little baby altar for myself, right? When I'm doing my yoga practice or what's going on. Going with that theme, we got some tarot cards. So this just happens to be my beautiful friend Krista's activation tarot deck, but I always bring some sort of deck with me because I think it's a really beautiful intentional ritual, especially when you're traveling. It's a moment I can take either at the beginning of the day or the end of the day to really ask what guidance wants to come through, or set an intention, or simply pick a card for the day and see like what energy wants to be embodied. So when I pick that card, it's another thing I can just kind of place at the top of my yoga mat or place by my bedside with my crystal. And again, it's holding that intention and holding that space. Again, you can use whatever tarot card deck that you feel called to. A lot of times you can look for, they'll have certain decks on sale at Barnes & Noble or Amazon. Also, it's really special if you're gifted a friend gifts you if a friend gives you a tarot deck. So you can let your girlfriends know that you are looking for a new deck and you've heard that it's best to be gifted, and see which ones surprise you. Maybe they'll donate a deck of their own. All right. I know this video is getting a little long, so we're going to wrap it up with 2 more objects. One, a journal. How pretty is this journal? I got this journal at Target. I think it was like $7, but it makes me so happy just looking at it because it's so beautiful. And I know that might seem silly or, like a flippant thing to say, but it actually does matter. Most hotel rooms, as you can see by my super basic hotel room behind here, are really basic. And they're that for a reason, right? It's clean, mostly white sheets. It doesn't have too much flavor. A lot of hotels, some hotels are better at that. But these, little things that we put around our room actually make the space feel more like ours, right? They hold our energy, they hold our intentions. And so having a beautiful journal that you have at your bedside, or again, you have at the top of your yoga mat, also allows you, while you're on the go, to, take that moment at night to reflect, or take that moment after your meditation in the morning to journal a little bit. Super affordable, super easy to pack thing that can really make your hotel room a home. The last thing is a little bit of a cheat code, I'll say. A little cheat thing. So this is one of these. I got this, again, I think I got this on Amazon for like $10. It's a Lululemon dupe bag. The Lululemon one I think is like $70, which, hey, if you want to spend $70, go for it. But this I love because one of the things I love doing is going for a walk when I'm in a new city. And so that to me is a spiritual practice, right? In the morning, getting to, just walk about a city, really breathe, just be with myself, observe things, notice the plants, notice the birds, notice the ocean if I'm by the ocean, or the trees or whatnot. Just be immersed in my new surroundings. I think going on a walk is also something that just helps me ground, and it's something that I do every day at home in California. And so I think it's a really beautiful thing we can add to our mix. So those are just some of the little things that I do to bring the Zen Den into my hotel room when I'm traveling. And if you enjoyed this, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment below. Tell me your hacks. What do you like to do when you're on the road? Do you have little things that you do to kind of make your hotel room a home? I want to know. And also, I'll include that link to making your home a Zen Den if you want to keep, following the trends. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.